venture to go to a place that may be dangerous. Even though dangerous, they venture up the mountain. Wheat. Wheat is the plant which makes grain. Wheat grain is used to make bread. The field of golden wheat were ready to be harvested. The shepherd and the white sheep. Once they got the shepherd, every night he counted and gathered his sheep. It was so never to overlook any of them. One night he saw them while sheep had joined his herd. He hoped to avoid the newcomer. It snowed that night. In the morning, the shepherd couldn't take his sheep out of his flock. Instead, he had to feed them inside. He gave small amount of wheat to his own sheep, but he gave more food to the white sheep. And thought the act of which could discourage them from leaving. It snowed for several days. During that time, the sheep ate very little. The white sheep, however, ate very well. At last, the snow melted and they ventured outdoors. As soon as they opened the door, he thought. The white sheep started to run away. Wait, they said, how do you repay me after I treated so kindly? Why do you run away? The shepherd asked. His voice was so of hatred. The white sheep stopped and turned toward the shepherd. We're leaving because you feel better than the old sheep. One of the white sheep replied, you try to deceive us with your ridiculous plan. Yesterday you treated us kindly, but tomorrow you may be different. If more white sheep join your herd and you will treat us as inferior sheep. As the white sheep ran away, the shepherd understood his offense. He knew the awkward situation was his own fault. He's not been a satisfactory character, the fake friend to the white sheep. Because of this, he neglected his own herd. Unit 3 Workless. Alley. An alley is a narrow road behind a house or building. The alley behind my house looked dirty. Axe. An axe is the tool used to cut wood. And then axe to some wood for the bunch. A bunch is the group of the same thing. They were hungry, so he ate entire bunch of bread. Chore. A chore is the job that you have to do but don't like. In Nikki's store, they did every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Decent. When something is decent, is it okay or good enough? Call your decent job building a best. Disgrace. Disgrace is a feeling of shame. He felt the sense of disgrace after failing his big exam. Elbow. The elbow is the middle part of a person's arm that lets you paint it. She pointed to the elbow to show me what she hurt herself. Grateful. When you are grateful for something, you are happy that it happened. The girl is grateful to have a chance to spend time with the grandfather. Irritate. To irritate means to annoy someone. She was irritated when her brother told her that he blocked the camera. Kid. To kid is to make a joke, but someone believes something which is not true. I'm not really mad, I was kidding when I said I'm angry. Lose. When something is loose, it not have in play well. The bolts were loose, but I tightened with the wrench. Offense. To offend someone means to make them angry or upset. They were both offended by what I said to each other. Overnight. When something happened overnight, it happened during the night. The camper stayed in the tent overnight. Persist. To persist means to keep doing something even if it's hard. Even though lesson was difficult, he persisted until he understood. A pine is a type of tree that is tall and thin. There were many beautiful pine trees in the forest. Scar. A scar is the mark on the skin after a wound heals. The monster had horrible scars on his cheek and forehead. Sensation. A sensation is the feeling a person gets from the senses. Ram got a painful sensation our heads from now noise. Sled. Sled is the small vehicle that you use on snow. Marvin liked to ride his sled down the hill in winter. Tease. To tease someone is to laugh at or make fun of them. Jake teased Doyle because of a new student. Valentine. A Valentine is someone to love or admire with great affection. Harry wanted Molly to be his Valentine. The boy and his sled. Mine was Molly trying in school, and another boy, Joe, on Waitie's mind. Joe had a large scar in his face from fighting other children. One day, Joe offended Mike when he made fun of Mike's Valentine Jean. Mike felt disgrace, but he didn't know how to make Joe stop. That day, Mike walked home down an alley for a bunch of wood next to the pine tree. But thought to himself, I could build a decent sled from this. If I let Joe use it, he'll be nice to me and Jane. He took the wood home. Mike got an axe and cut the wood. He drew nails to make sure the piece would not loose. As he worked, his thumb his elbow on the board. The painful sensation made one to cry. This was the hard trust that persisted. He worked overnight. By morning, the sled was finished. Mike called Joe on the telephone. He said, Hi Joe, come over to my house right away. Joe didn't know why Mike wanted to come over. When Joe arrived, Mike told him, Joe, I read to me the other day when you said mean thing about my cat to John when they stole mean thing. When I like you, I just buy sled and I'll let you ride with me if you're nice. They became friends, and Joe was grateful that Mike was so nice to him. He learned that it's more fun to be nice than to be mean. Lasting trend the different poor people score what you all get the standard. Let me and help you think about this way I try this and the people with different that words. Think of it is everybody in life get their must. I don't get the should. But think about it. Most people of this should they don't lose a should you think you should do you first follow through on. I should lose some way I should work out or should make more call. I should post a post or write in line email. I should get an office earlier. I should be never more confident what you should put in. People love ever should night you that the come with me solution. If it doesn't, you're excited with doesn't got most of the time, they got the point but they can't know. But once you decide something you must for you can absolutely must you could and possibly you find the way on to make the way. Human being when they withdraw things to make a real resolution find themselves in a place of standard make a must, they find a way. Think about their own life. As there are some areas of life where you raise the standard to line number stay, but sometimes you rise your tap. There's something you did that for years and kept try to change this. That's by should. One day something happened, something that quick you or something to kick on a kind of tipping point. And the side of self you said no more. No, it's a very, very different first. Something inside you should do. And what was the should became the must, and they're never going to do. As an every lesson, every picker, it gets errors that several general either with the way that's the all and they say no more just the one and the sixth and the second you are done. Because somewhere you make the quick be something a must. We attach the style to it. Become broadly very bendy. One thing I learned when that's nothing. But different years ago, the people from now kind of country from million people is human being absolutely forgot true and who believe they are. It is such a make world and rub it across the storm moken. but you know others smoke at home and you are smoke. I know your base number, but the secret can be corrupted or back system relatable. We tell people some in the whole human personality, the nature, the constituent we have to find ourselves. As you define yourself as somebody who is really considerable and they can be crazy in act because you trust yourself get alcohol with a during the you when with promotion for the self the skill. If you really crazy person, you act crazy after grateful, you don't act conservative, got who you are. And the people give you that same kind of person you'll say to people really. What did you define yourself? And you really have good idea to come up with you couldn't do it alive. What is years ago? Most people that you can happen the last day at based on steadiness and belief. They make choices about 10, 20, 30 more years ago. And very often we make decisions like train different goals. You don't know guess goals, but you always guess standards. Maybe it helped you think about this way. Try to explain standards to people. There are several words. Think of it. Every block in line gets their must. They don't get their should. But think about it. Most people are less assured and others should you should do. You should follow through on and just lose ways. They should work out more to make more calls and should respond more rapidly in an email, whatever. I should get in the office earlier. I should control possibilities. People love to have a certain making miss a kind of miss a resolution. And it's just really exciting and doesn't go most of the time. They are a little disappointing. I know can happen. But when decided something is a must for you and absolutely must be caught at any possible finding the way and make the way. Human being, when they resolve things, they can make a real resolution by themselves that raise a standard and make it a must, they find a way. Think about in their own life. And some area of the life where you raise a standard you silent seem. Maybe one time in life you just there, smoke together something you did for years and kept try to change the kept exhausted. I should and then if something happened, something just clicked you over, something took you taking point and in yourself you said no more. Very different experience. Something inside you shifted and your should become the must and you never got back. You have never listened to lighting up and you like Jerry's mustard. Even certain way you certain for and say no more use the about and doses. You don't take any because someone you make the cut with something a must. They attack ourselves to it. It becomes the part of identity. One thing I learned in the last Boston here where people from in another country foreign people and human beings absolutely follow through the belief of they are. And you say that to me, well, I'm really work hard to stop smoking. But I've been a smoker or you're a smoker. I know your days figure again because the all ecosystem that believe they are. And tell people don't give frost in the whole human personality it needs to just stay consistent with how we define ourselves. As you define yourself as somebody who are really conservative, you know, can crazy in actness and drunk or shouting because the alcohol are really just you. Plus your permission be yourself, the alcohol is the excuse. If you're a really crazy person, you act crazy after playful, you are a conservative because they're who you are. Often people, I can do that. I'm not the kind of person that can really, they're really fight themselves. I mean, really, how many years ago to come up with what you put there do in their life? How many years ago? Most people, they are really look at the light today and based on the set standards and such belief, they make choices about 10, 20, 30, or 4 years ago.